favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver or visit MooneyInsurance.com. Times convenience stores are more than convenient. They're your neighborhood store, your store. With locations in Lincoln, Catawba, Gaston, Iredell, and Mecklenburg counties, there's one near you. Times convenience stores have the right items at the right price, from snacks, cold drinks, and light meals from the grill, and there's always a special to save you time and money. Times has what you need. Times convenience stores, there's one near you. Regardless of where you're going, there's one on your way. Remember, there's always time to stop by Times. Have you thought about when you would like to retire? One of your major assets is planning for retirement is time, and you lose a little of it each day. The longer you wait to start accumulating capital for retirement, the harder it's going to be. How should you plan for retirement? Start by calculating approximately how much capital you will need at retirement, and then estimate how much you will have to put away each year. Finally, carefully choose the investments in which you will invest. Steve Nicholas can assist you. Call 4 Rembert today at 828-624-7300. Steve Nicholas, member SIPC, and the New York Stock Exchange. First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County since 1940. And as it has been from the beginning, customer service is a priority to First Federal Savings Bank. They want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, the products, and the services that the larger banks have, but with hometown people that you see throughout your community. Stop in and visit one of their 4 convenient locations and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether it's a sit-down meal or a call-in for the drive-thru, Brookwood Cafe and Catering is the answer. A variety of meats, vegetables, and desserts cooked daily, or a hot sandwich from the grill, they have what you're looking for to satisfy your taste buds. If you need catering from 5 to 500, Brookwood has you covered as well. Stop by Brookwood Cafe and Catering at 202 Providence Mill Road in Maiden. Don't forget breakfast daily till 11 a.m. Open Tuesday 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., Wednesday through Saturday 6 a.m. till 8 p.m., and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call 828-428-8944 to place your order today.
Covenant Church began as a vision of just over 100 people in 1984. Since then, Covenant Church has grown and currently located at 2168 Gastonia Highway in Lincoln. The Sunday schedule includes early morning worship at 8:30, Sunday school at 9:45, and morning worship at 10:45. Their ministries extend beyond Sunday. Visit their website at www.covenantchurch.church to see all they have to offer, and better yet, stop by and see for yourself. Covenant Church may be just what you're looking for a new church home.
If you ask around, you'll find Burke Mortuary has a reputation for excellence and commitment to value. They've built a reputation of trust for more than 35 years. Burke Mortuary is proud to offer personal attention, meaningful tributes, and the area's most affordable prices. They're also proud to offer you beautiful, state-of-the-art facilities. It's the perfect place to honor your loved one. So when choosing a funeral home, the choice is easy. Choose Burke Mortuary with locations in Maiden and Newton.
In the best of times, no one is more deserving of every opportunity, encouragement, and support than the youth in our communities. Parents, teachers, coaches, and sponsors struggle to stretch their budgets to continue help. Communities need a team effort. Times Oil Corporation, a longtime member of the community, established the Times Educational Alliance Mission, or Team Foundation. Since 2011, over $125,000 in grants have been donated in the community. Times Oil and the Team Foundation are proud to be community partners.
And we're back. Welcome in the house. 23 degrees. If you're not sure it's cold, it's cold. If you're not sure we're not going to get blown up again this weekend, we're not sure we're going to get blown up again this weekend, but there's a pretty good chance of it right now if you listen to the European model. And I always listen to the European model instead of the American model. Both of them have wintry weather coming in. It's just the amount. Yeah. But it'll be another one of those that will be coming out of Hotlanta. And when it comes out of Hotlanta, that's usually when we kind of get dusty.
They nailed the last one.
Yeah,
Both did. I mean, both models.
You gotta get within about 3 days. So I'm figuring tomorrow.
Yeah,
we'll have a good thing. Lindsay Lee, good morning. She said good morning to the Brain Trust. Richie said, go with what Mahomes said. They struggled in the first 7 games. He said we didn't get mad and quit, but we got frustrated. The defenses started figuring us out. We had to start finding different ways to get the ball into the hands of our playmakers. So we had to redo some things to make the plays work. That's the key. That's the key. Right. Todd, good morning. Richie, I'm working today or I would have on shorts. Weather does not determine whether I wear shorts.
He's not going to stand up.
I've got blue jeans on today because I've got to do my regular job. But the whole time I was on vacation before Christmas, there were no long pants in here. Didn't care what the temperature was.
Just polka dotted boxers.
That's it. That's exactly right. Sagging, baby. I'm sagging. I got the plumber look.
Oh,
you know what they say. Just say no to crack.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you like that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just thought I'd remind you. We are live on the YouTube channel as well. I did get that straightened out.
Both.
It's the little things.
You are the executive producer, and you get us on no matter how. Like the weather, like the mailman.
How about this? How about Mike Mayock gets fired by the Raiders?
He'll be back on ESPN next week.
Well,
NFL Network.
He'll be
NFL Network. Yeah, NFL Network. Yeah.
He'll be somewhere, and he was relieved of his duties, and they have not made a decision. And it's amazing where all these people go. Everybody goes looking and poaching in New England. I've asked for an interview for Director of Player Personnel, Dave Ziegler. I know that Denver has asked for an interview for both coordinators with the Cowboys. Yeah. The Raiders are beginning their search for a new head coach.
I think Dabo will do a good job with
cannot
Raiders.
coach in the
NFL. Do you
NFL.
think that there will be any more coaching changes? I mean, will the guy with the Raiders, obviously.
Well, he said Monday – he's had preliminary conversations with the team owner about potentially getting the full-time job. They have also requested an interview with Patriots inside linebackers coach Jared Mayo.
Yeah.
And
is there a process they have to go through before they name in the NFL before they name?
Based on the Rooney Rule.
Okay. Right. But I mean, is there like my question was I know about the Rooney Rule, but I'm talking about is there like a I guess like a minimum of like 5 candidates no matter what, or 2 weeks or a month or
And I think they get sometimes they get around the Rooney Rule if they feel it from within. Like if they decided to keep that interim coach at I won't say Oakland at Las Vegas, then they don't have to because he was already on staff. Yeah. But if you look outside, I think that's kind of where that comes into play.
I don't think they're keeping him if they're going to get rid of the general manager.
No.
But we were talking the last segment about maybe Cliff Kingsbury. They have not played well the last 2 or 3 years down the stretch. Mm-hmm. Even though they went and made the playoffs this year, they start out 10-2, finish 1-5, and then including the playoff loss last night. I'm just guessing there's going to be probably even more changes. Some of the head coaches may or may not lose their jobs. I wouldn't be surprised if Kingsbury lost his.
Why would they not hire him? I mean, what about him says head coach? When you look at him the way he talks, Kingsbury. When you look, and I'm not saying he's a bad guy. Please, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about like when I watch him, like last night, in interviews and things like that. When I look at him, I just see coordinator. I don't look at demeanor of head coach. I mean, he's very soft-spoken. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just see coordinator and a really good one. I just think he's got too much.
The Cardinals had the guy that was a former Panther coach 1 year.
Yeah,
Steve
Wilkes. Yeah,
and they drafted.
He's in Missouri with drink of water.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
And they drafted a quarterback, number 1, right? That guy Rosen.
Yeah, Josh Rosen.
Yeah, drafted him
West
number
Coast,
1.
yes.
And 1 year, one and done, both of them.
Gone.
And they brought in Kingsbury because they knew, Tyler. They had the number 1 draft pick. They were so bad that year. They had the number 1 overall pick again, and they took Kyler Murray. I just think they thought whoever makes those decisions, that was a really good marriage. Those two.
Absolutely. But why not retain Steve? Bring in
you'd have
Cliff,
to see
because
if
Cliff just
somebody
got
would
fired
be,
from
but
Texas Tech.
Yeah,
right?
You would have to see if he would be willing to stay for a demotion. Now, I think the biggest move on Kingsbury was they knew they were going to have to go with a hot college quarterback that was not pro-style material, and they felt like they needed to go with a quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, which is his background.
Right. He's very good.
And I think that's why they went with him.
And they had to convince him not to play baseball because he was the number one draft pick for Oakland.
That's right.
The Raiders.
Who's his dad?
I mean, Kyler Murray?
Yeah. He was a professional baseball player. I cannot think of his name.
No, you're talking about Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes' dad was.
Yeah, he was a pitcher.
Okay. I think you're wrong. That's okay.
Maybe we may be.
I'm going to look it up. Don't you worry. Y'all just carry on. I got this.
You have breakfast on it or a chicken sandwich?
Sure.
I could start my own franchise for all the chicken sandwiches he owes me from last year during
the
pandemic.
I had to miss out on breakfast this Saturday because I had to move.
Yeah,
I got
you did a good job.
Okay. And I may have told you, when I was out Sunday, I went to the grocery store early and came back. There was a Beacons van line tractor trailer in front of a house, like 3 houses up from us. It was blizzarding, and they were hauling stuff out of the road through the snow into a house. Somebody moving in.
Just had to get in
I guess
there.
whenever you've got it scheduled, you kind of got to go through.
Scheduled.
Yeah. You don't have any choice but to go ahead and
crazy.
do it.
You know another thing I found interesting over the weekend? How many games? There were 6 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 6 games. 12
2,
teams.
3, and 1.
Yeah. 12 teams. You know how many positive COVID tests there were? 0. We're in the middle of the pandemic, and their records
are full.
Yeah, everything. We're a record amount of positive tests and infections in the country. Record amounts.
Yeah.
0.
For the NFL.
Donut for the NFL. Coincidence?
I think not.
Man.
Hey.
No one's brought that up. I mean, I didn't hear about anything.
Imagine that.
No one said
Imagine
anything.
that.
There wasn't anything on the pregame shows that I watched. Wasn't anything during the – I mean, nobody missed. Nobody missed a game. I mean, nobody had to sit out.
All I'm going to say.
That's just a coincidence.
All I'm going to say, there's no click value to it right now. The playoffs themselves has got a higher media value than anything about COVID.
Well, and plus, a lot of Americans had it or maybe didn't know they did. You know what I'm saying? But most people have had it, so it's kind of like, well, I've had it. Mm-hmm. What's next? Instead of, oh, no, I might get it. Because we had that for a while, and understandably so.
Now,
but yeah.
Juju and I are going to have a push on this bet.
A push.
Because Kyler Murray's dad was drafted and played in the minors, drafted by the Brewers in the 11th round in '82.
What was his dad's name?
Kevin
Murray.
And played 1 season
You're
for
right.
the Pikeville Rookie League and the Appalachian League before enrolling at Texas A&M to become a quarterback. Now, let me go one step further. Kyler has a brother, Calvin, who is a former Major League Baseball outfielder, Calvin Murray. He did play. He played for the Giants, the Rangers, and the Cubs.
Okay.
He was drafted by the Indians. Maybe I guess that's what I was thinking.
Maybe.
He was the batter. Here's your trivia for the day. He was the batter facing Randy Johnson when Johnson hit the Dove. In the spring training game.
There you go.
Yeah.
Remember
he
that
was,
very
yes,
well.
Yeah, he was the batter.
Man.
Okay, that's what he's going to be known for. He was the batter when Randy Johnson hit the Dove.
Based off of his body language last night, I would be surprised if you start hearing rumors about Calvin Murray, him going back and trying baseball again.
So
I wouldn't be surprised. Not that it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised.
He could handle it, like Dion and Bo.
Yeah.
But the problem is
you're not going to be good at either one.
Well, the problem is eventually you're going to get, football's 100% as far as injury goes. Bo, Dion took his shots too and still played through a lot.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have them.
The reason Dion didn't have it as bad is because he played on the defensive side.
Right.
He was delivering the shots more than taking the shots like Bo was.
The contact rate was higher.
He didn't deliver very many shots.
No, he's just cover corner. That's what he did.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But Murray could.
Nobody would mistake Deion for a headhunter in the secondary.
The problem is Murray's not able in NFL football. He's not able to watch film as much. He's not able to, go out and work on his mechanics and be a professional baseball player. I mean, you can do both, but serving two masters it would be very difficult. Yeah, because he's a natural. I mean, he is a tremendous athlete. There's no doubt about it, and he's got the character to withstand it. The problem is he doesn't have the hours in a day for what it takes today to do it.
But go back. He is a Heisman Trophy winner. He is a proven product on the football field.
Yes.
Is part of his issue, back to what we said, is he limited in what he can handle from a playbook standpoint, or is he not being coached up and fed properly from the coaching staff to fully develop his skills?
So the guys that we talked about that are playbook guys that have big playbooks, were they playmakers or distributors?
They're distributors.
There you go. He's a playmaker.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. And
that's the difference.
Yeah. But you wonder, here again, is that because they don't have the confidence in him, or they don't, or he just, the first inclination is to pull it down, the Michael Vick, the Lamar Jackson.
Absolutely.
I mean, that list kind of goes on. But John Elway was bad about that.
Early in his career.
He was a pull it down.
He learned.
He was a pull it down and go get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So was a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
Bradshaw was the same way.
Roethlisberger, Staubach was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Roger Staubach, Roger the Dodger.
Yes.
But when if Kyler Murray slows down and becomes a pocket passer, he's going to be even less effective.
No, I completely agree. That's kind of why I'm saying he's limited in scope by stature more than anything. And that's we can't help the way God makes us.
No.
Yep.
But what we try to do is do the best we got with it and go on. And hey,
Todd, good morning. Milton said college coaches can't seem to get the prize in the NFL. And the only one, I guess, that's been able to do that, and correct me, I want to say there's two, but only one's coming to name, and that is Pete Carroll.
Jimmy Johnson.
And Jimmy Johnson.
Pete Carroll and Jimmy Johnson.
But who else? There's got to be – I mean, what about –
won a Super Bowl and national championship. I think that's it.
What about John Robinson? Did he do anything with the Rams?
Mm-mm.
He went to the Super Bowl, right?
He didn't go to the Super Bowl, but they made the playoffs
against the Steelers.
Dickerson.
So he wasn't coaching then,
Ray
right?
Malavasi.
Ray was, yeah.
No,
right.
But Jimmy Johnson's, I think, is he the only guy that's ever won as a player a national championship? A national championship as a college coach, and a national or Super Bowl as a coach.
It's incredible.
The Triple Crown.
Did he not win a Super Bowl as a player?
Jimmy Johnson?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he played pro football.
Why am I thinking? I was thinking like there was somebody that was on that Dallas staff with him that because he was on the Dallas staff as assistant one time, wasn't he? Wasn't that where he met up with Wannstedt and some of these others? They were all together, weren't they? Or am I getting my guys?
No, Wannstedt was with him in Miami.
Yep.
And some of those other guys. And they went with him to
Richie
Dallas.
said Deion wasn't going to tackle anyone if he could help it. And Milton said Primetime was a play disruptor, not an assassin.
Oh, absolutely.
Switzer. I don't count him, Todd, because he cheated. That should have been Jimmy. That should have been Jimmy Johnson's Super Bowl.
Oh.
All he did was manage that group that Jimmy had put together.
Barry Switzer was
I'll give him Oklahoma, but I won't give him
a
that.
graduate assistant coach, I believe, at Oklahoma. At was it Oklahoma? Where did they all go to college at?
Arkansas.
Yeah,
they were all
Jones.
there.
Yeah.
They were all there.
Yeah. Switzer was a graduate assistant or something at Arkansas.
Jerry.
They were all together.
Now, Jerry and Jimmy were teammates.
Yes.
Roommates.
Oh, were they roommates?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that one I did not know.
Man, for the life of me, how many Super Bowls could they have won? Just leave the guy alone.
He couldn't.
I know.
When everybody realized right now, if they won a Super Bowl, Jerry wants full credit.
It ain't
full
happening.
credit.
It ain't happening.
No, it's not happening.
3 playoff wins in a quarter century.
I got even a better one for you.
For America's team.
I got next year's headline. A month before the season starts, this is Dallas's year. They say that crap every year.
That's
this is
clickbait.
the year. This is the year. No. I'm so tired of listening to
That's
that.
clickbait. We're sitting here talking about it, and they're not even in the playoffs.
God, I'm doing it
They're
out
done.
of anger, not out of excitement.
I love it
I'm
when
so
you do it out of
tired.
anger.
But God, let it go.
You can't.
This is the Cowboys year. They got all this and all. Okay, but they don't have what it takes to go all the way until you get the intangibles in place and not just the talent or the players. You're not, hello, Cleveland. Oh, how about this? Oh, the Browns, this year's their year. Who quarterbacks the Bengals? And what do you know about him?
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Oh,
it is amazing.
Unbelievable. Figure it out.
And he is
trying to be
still,
first and be right.
Under the
Try
radar.
that.
He's still under the radar. Joe Burrow is still under the radar.
Hey, everybody, quit trying to be first and be right.
Oh, my
Try
God.
that
Stop
as
it,
best
Richie.
you can.
Stop it, Richie.
Jeez, give me a break.
Richie, you Panther lover, you. Link said no. The officials started calling holding on the offensive line. Jimmy couldn't handle it.
Fantastic.
Milton said, like Seifert did in San Francisco, I could have coached the 49ers that Bill Walsh had when Seifert won the Super Bowl. Switzer was the same way. Here you go, Richie. Here you go. Richie said, did you know that Jake Delhomme has more playoff wins and Super Bowl appearances than the Cowboys have had in the last 25 years?
Mm-hmm. Holy cow.
And he has more than the Washington football team. That boy, Adam, it's always our year. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
God
But you look
bless
good
him.
in that white jersey. I just want you to know that.
That's cool. It's
Yeah.
it's cool, though, to be a fan. What I'm saying is I'm not talking about the fans. That's awesome. But I'm saying the media.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's be a little bit more objective about what we're looking at instead of, oh, he's so fast, or, oh, he looks so good with his shirt off, or, oh, he can lift this 55 times. Can the guy play football?
Yeah.
Can he do what he's supposed to do? Is he reliable?
Yeah.
Everybody in the media, well, at least they're sprinkled on all the networks. They're former Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From the NFL Network, ESPN.
Troy was bitter that he did not get to count the game.
Yeah.
Oh, he even kind of threw it out there.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
And
He
a
said
couple of times.
Some people want to be at that game and maybe even broadcast that game.
Yeah, he was just very, very.
Well, at least he knows now he's not the number one broadcast team.
Ooh.
And he should be. He's one of the best analysts out there that can even take his former team and call it down the line. Yeah. Romo can't do that.
No,
he was really, really tough.
And I'll tell you, I don't like his delivery.
Romo?
No. I don't like his delivery, but I like his knowledge, and that is
Collinsworth.
No. Former Panther tight end, Greg Olsen.
Oh, yeah.
He's the hot ticket now, making the talk circuits. He's an analyst. I don't like his delivery.
Yeah,
just don't like the delivery.
Wants,
Bob Duckworth said Stephen A. was going crazy on the Cowboys yesterday. Todd says May 12th is now known as Carolina Panthers Day, 5/12. What is
that? 5 and 12 every year.
Oh, 5 and 12.
Todd,
Very nice.
I love you, Todd.
Very nice. Let's see. Lindsay said her and Jonathan are Bengals fans now for the playoffs. I think I'm going to hook my horse to the Bills because they're just the sentimental favorite. I do like the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Bengals helmets and uniforms. I always have. Yeah. Sorry, that's the tiger in me, I guess. Lindsay said Pats fans and Cowboy fans. Ugh. None of that matters if an official can't run like Usain Bolt. And there's not many of those officials that can run like Usain Bolt
awesome.
now. You like that?
Oh, my God.
All right, let me take a break. That's a good one to break on. All right, we'll be back.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver or visit mooneyinsurance.com. Times convenience stores are more than convenient. They're your neighborhood store, your store. With locations in Lincoln, Catawba, Gaston, Iredell, and Mecklenburg counties, there's one near you. Times convenience stores have the right items at the right price, from snacks, cold drinks, and light meals from the grill, and there's always a special to save you time and money. Times has what you need. Times convenience stores, there's one near you. Regardless of where you're going, there's one on your way. Remember, there's always time to stop by Times. Have you thought about when you would like to retire? One of your major assets is planning for retirement is time, and you lose a little of it each day. The longer you wait to start accumulating capital for retirement, the harder it's going to be. How should you plan for retirement? Start by calculating approximately how much capital you will need at retirement, then estimate how much you will have to put away each year. Finally, carefully choose the investments in which you will invest. Stiefel Nicholas can assist you. Call Ford Rembert today at 828-624-7300. Stiefel Nicholas, member SIPC, and the New York Stock Exchange. First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County since 1940. And as it has been from the beginning, customer service is a priority to First Federal Savings Bank. They want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, the products, and the services that the larger banks have, but with hometown people that you see throughout your community. Stop in and visit one of their 4 convenient locations and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether it's a sit-down meal or a call-in for the drive-thru, Brookwood Cafe and Catering is the answer. A variety of meats, vegetables, and desserts cooked daily, or a hot sandwich from the grill, they have what you're looking for to satisfy your taste buds. If you need catering from 5 to 500, Brookwood has you covered as well. Stop by Brookwood Cafe and Catering at 202 Providence Mill Road in Maiden. Don't forget breakfast daily till 11 a.m. Open Tuesday 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., Wednesday through Saturday 6 a.m. till 8 p.m., and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call 828-428-8944 to place your order today.
Covenant Church began as a vision of just over 100 people in 1984. Since then, Covenant Church has grown and currently located at 2168 Gastonia Highway in Lincoln. The Sunday schedule includes early morning worship at 8:30, Sunday school at 9:45, and morning worship at 10:45. Their ministries extend beyond Sunday. Visit their website at www.covenantchurch.church to see all they have to offer, and better yet, stop by and see for yourself. Covenant Church may be just what you're looking for a new church home.
If you ask around, you'll find Burke Mortuary has a reputation for excellence and commitment to value. They've built a reputation of trust for more than 35 years. Burke Mortuary is proud to offer personal attention, meaningful tributes, and the area's most affordable prices. They're also proud to offer you beautiful, state-of-the-art facilities. It's the perfect place to honor your loved one. So when choosing a funeral home, the choice is easy. Choose Burke Mortuary with locations in Maiden and Newton.
In the best of times, no one is more deserving of every opportunity, encouragement, and support than the youth in our communities. Parents, teachers, coaches, and sponsors struggle to stretch their budgets to continue help. Communities need a team effort. Times Oil Corporation, a longtime member of the community, established the Times Educational Alliance Mission, or Team Foundation. Since 2011, over $125,000 in grants have been donated in the community. Times Oil and the Team Foundation are proud to be community partners.
Yeah, welcome back. You got to get that pay-per-view feed. I'm just telling you. I did want to mention this because I saw it on Facebook yesterday, and our good friend Bill Klein is in the hospital. Bill is in Fry Hospital with pneumonia and also has a cracked rib. And I don't know if Donna's his wife or his daughter, but anyway, she posted this yesterday. And I did not know that Bill was under the weather. So Bill's a very
praying
loyal.
for you, Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Bill's
Love
a
you,
very loyal listener.
Talking about umpires.
Yeah,
I've known that guy since I was a little kid, man.
He's been around. I guess he
Great
was
guy.
up and when I was playing.
Oh yeah, no, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
I got to know him and he still goes or had been going to the LR football games. He climbed those three flights
I
of
used to-
stairs
Right.
Yep.
every home game and help with the clock operator. I think his son was also part of that as well. But yeah, and we were hoping, fingers crossed, knock on wood, and hopefully when they get the new press box up, elevator and all, that Bill could join us next football season.
Absolutely.
But I did want to mention that. That popped up in my mind.
Good point.
Bill, Bill still comes and watches, the football games like Juju's talking about high school and stuff and evaluates officials. But he also spends every home game for Post 48 in that press box. Either spotting or working the clock himself, with Dr. Carl Starnes. I mean, this guy does it, 365.
What is funny is when I was doing radio games up here, and Bill would be in the press box, evaluating.
Yeah.
And I had a problem with the call. I was very quick to turn around. Can you explain that to me? Did you write that down? That was terrible. That's. I want to make sure he didn't miss it.
Yeah, it's the nature of the beast.
But when you look at local sports, and I'm sure it's like this in other places, there are the people like Dr. Starnes and Bill, the support staff, the people in the communities that do it for the love of being around the
Bass.
kids. Yeah.
Remember Mr. Bass?
There are few and far between now. There aren't as many as there used to be. And hopefully, you're hoping that some people in the community will do and get involved and stay involved in athletics, the high school athletics and whatnot down the road.
Let's see.
Hey, Bill Bass was really cool. When he would do the baseball thing, he would say, "Now pitching for post 48, Tyler Poole."
Wow.
Poole.
He's watching too much.
On the mound.
He
was incredible.
He was watching too much TV.
Love that guy. He was amazing.
Milton said
old school feel.
Milton said he's going Chiefs. Richie said he may have to go
chefs.
Bills. They look good. But said he saw a list had 7 players from the NFL missed playoff games due to COVID. At this time, CVAC has 8 winter sports teams under quarantine, eligible to return today if we could play. It's still here. Lindsay says Stephon Diggs' cleats game is on point. I could go with the Bills. I can't divulge everything about why I like the Bills, but I really like their head coach. And I can't really tell you why, but I really like their head coach.
I don't think he's scared of Belichick. That's why I like him.
Well, he's not, but I got other insider
But you know what I'm
information.
saying, right? But my point is he's going to sit there. He's like, I don't care who we're playing against. We're going to go play our way, and this is what we're going to do. And when they got embarrassed, they all took that to heart.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
said, you know what? We're not tough enough to play in this weather. We've got to get tougher.
So many people now have forgotten the tree that he came from.
Who?
Sean McDermott.
Yeah, well, the Panthers and Ron Rivera, and before that, Jimmy Johnson.
Jim Johnson at the Eagles.
Jim Johnson, different than the
Jim Johnson. Yeah, he cut his teeth under that defensive coordinator, and then he came to the Panthers. Let's see.
Jim Johnson cut his teeth, I believe, under Buddy Ryan.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I think
what a way to cut your teeth.
That defensive tree is deep, is what I'm saying. That defensive tree is deep. Let's see. Milton said praying for Bill, and of course, Bill's nickname was Sundrop because that's where he worked for so long. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Bob. Good morning, Bob. Lindsay said, "I'm confident that every press box has a Lanny story that's similar. Not only press boxes, but sidelines. Not famous, but infamous." Bob said Dr. Starnes had a heart procedure yesterday with a minor complication and is hospitalized at Fry, so we'll keep him there too.
Wow. Okay.
Richie said, would McDermott come back to the Panthers? Would you? I wouldn't.
No.
No. Todd says the GM who built the Bills came from Carolina. His wife is from Shelby. That was considered Carolina North. And for a long time was the direct pipeline of every decent player that came out of Clemson University went to Buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way that it was. And that's because McDermott, I think the GM got the job first, and he was the assistant GM here, if I'm not mistaken, for the Panthers, and then went to Buffalo. And then when they had an opening, he brought McDermott up there.
And they plucked and poached a couple of players.
Yeah.
They were Startule, who's I think the starting.
They wouldn't pay.
Yeah, starting lineman, defensive lineman for Buffalo, and he had a monster game last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Stephen Jones has said confidently that McCarthy will return.
Yep.
I just don't think I would let McCarthy return at the expense of losing both my coordinators.
Well, they may lose one. I don't know if they'll lose both. I'm guessing if they will make an offer to one of those guys to keep him, at least up their ante.
So I think Jerry wants Moore to stay. Kellen Moore.
That's because he's a Cowboy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, but I'm thinking he's one. Like if you just look at it, right? Past history, how they've done things. Yeah, I just think he wants him to stay. And if the other guy goes, that's okay.
My only problem with that is that philosophy has not worked well.
No. I'm not disagreeing with that.
I mean,
what I'm saying
if
is
you've
just
been able to
looking at it-
promote from within and develop from within and maintain and be prosperous, not the case in the last 25 years. So that's the only,
That's a good topic. Scroll back down one.
Which one?
That one right there.
This one or this one?
That picture with LaFleur and Rogers. Wow. Who knows?
Some people
Hope he goes to Pittsburgh.
Some people think that he would be a fool to leave because he has so much built around him now. But I think Aaron's arrogance will get the best of him. Now, that's just what I think.
I think he's staying no matter what.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I think he's leaving no matter what.
No.
I just think his arrogance is going to get the best of him.
I don't know if it is. I mean, I guess it could be
maybe he's
perceived
changed.
that way.
You think he's mellowed a little bit this year?
He was really upset because of the boy getting drafted.
I thought the biggest thing that he got upset about is he just can't get the ponytail to work just right. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think there are teams out there that would pony up to get him, and that was the draft picks, and that would upset their salary structure. I mean, I'd love to see him playing with the black and gold on your left shoulder there.
Oh yeah.
They have no money.
Well, they have
They do this year.
Yeah, they have like 48 million under the salary cap.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
That and the fact,
But you think there's enough built around him at Pittsburgh to win?
No, not right now.
But he makes everybody around him better.
I know.
And they were a playoff team anyway.
But if you're Aaron,
he takes them to the next level.
But if you're Aaron Rodgers, do you not go somewhere that's just lacking a quarterback?
Where is that?
Has he got 5 years left?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You think so? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he's a much better athlete.
But as
than
we've said before,
Tom Brady is.
But as we've said before, I don't have to like him, right?
No.
I have to respect what he accomplishes,
Sure,
but I don't
sure,
have
sure.
Okay. I don't care if he does get the Rodgers rate. I don't have to like him.
You can too.
I think he winds
up. So
up.
you think he's going to stay?
Yeah, I do. I think he winds up as a Packer and retires.
And he might. I don't think it. I mean, it's perceived as arrogance on his part. I mean, on our part, right? A lot of times, that we say, "Oh, he does it," but I think he's so structured in what he believes and what he does that it comes off that way because that's the only way he can fight the narrative that is displaced in athletic, in sports today. That's the only way that he can overcome it instead of submitting to it.
Well,
is to be that way.
Is it not time for his chip to fall off his shoulder?
I think it is. I think it already started
this year. Didn't he graduate from Cal? Isn't that where he played his college ball?
And went to junior college.
Yeah, and he just didn't get the respect and love that he felt like he deserved.
Brady.
And
But you play with that your whole life.
I understand, but Brady didn't once he got out of New England because that was the New England moniker. But he's not that way now.
But he prepares that way.
I understand
right now
that.
he's more into.
Aaron said he didn't need to prepare. He didn't need to practice.
Yeah, right. Again,
he said that.
Listen, it's like politics. Oh, you hear what they're saying, but you got to watch what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying.
That's it.
Have
you ever heard a teammate say anything really negative about Aaron Rodgers?
Never.
Publicly.
Not that we're still on the team. Some that have left. Yeah. And a lot of it came especially when they got, even like back to the McCarthy days, Aaron reminds me of the quarterback that came back in the movie The Replacements. I've said this before.
Yeah.
When he comes off the sidelines and Gene Hackman says, "That's not the play I called." And he said, "I don't care about the play you called. I'm a quarterback on the field. I'll call the plays." To me, I have heard those stories. And that Aaron would do the eye rolls at practice because he was asked to do something he didn't think was what they should do. You still got to have a certain amount of respect for your coach.
I think that's changed, though, this year. I think that it's thawed a little bit.
It has. He and LaFleur on the same page. There's no doubt about that.
Now, we'll see how it goes in the playoffs now.
All right, so how about this? Who's the MVP, Brady or Rodgers?
Joe Burrow.
No, he's not. drive me crazy.
Okay. Lindsay said something happened to him in lockdown other than Shailene Woodley. That's his latest fling. Todd said, I believe he'll retire a Packer after watching Favre in, out roller coaster.
Yeah.
So who is the MVP?
Bob says Rodgers.
Yeah,
It's got to be Brady.
I don't see
It's
how.
got to be.
I don't see how you can. And I don't see how you can take it away from Brady, honestly. But I do like Joe Burrow for what
He had a
accomplished.
great year.
For
He
what
had a great year.
accomplished.
And I'm not taking anything from Rodgers either. I mean, that's a very arguable.
When did they vote on this?
Here's the other thing. Do you agree with this? That it shouldn't be the MVP. It should be the MIP.
Most important player.
Most important player. The MVP should be the player that if you don't have them on your team, you can't be successful. So of those three quarterbacks, who would have had the least amount of success had they not been on the team? Had they got wiped out game one? What of those three? Ronnie says the media will make Rodgers MVP. I'm hearing that Rodgers and Burrow will split the Midwest vote, and that Brady will get it. That's what I'm hearing. But that's Lindsay, and this was important. Todd says Brady. Lindsay said Brady made sure Gronk got paid before he came out of that game. That's a team player. When your quarterback knows that much about the people around him to make sure he takes care of the people around him.
One of the coordinators or coaches, I can't remember who it was, come up and talk. It wasn't the coordinators, one of the coaches.
He looked at him and said, no, I'm not coming out.
He told him, he said Gronk's got one more catch.
Yeah.
One more catch, and he said, one more? Like that. So you knew
Byron
the out route.
Leftwich, I think,
is that who did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they would have taken care of AB the same way if he hadn't been an idiot. All right, Richie said he's hearing Brian Flores maybe going to Houston, which may affect Watson, and the story around in Miami just keeps getting crazier. Well, if that's one of the reasons that Watson wanted to go to Miami, but Watson still has a real issue with ownership.
Yeah, everybody's got an issue with their ownership.
Houston ownership. Worst ownership group in. All right, we got to go. I'm hungry. All right, have a great day. Be back tomorrow.